Hi, my name is Warren and I am the product genius here at South Shore Mini. I would like to congratulate you once again on your new MINI Cooper SE. In this video, I'd like to provide you with an overview tutorial of your new Mini and hopefully answer some questions that you may have about various features of your new car. Starting here on the driver's door panel, we find the controls for our side view mirrors. The joystick allows us to make adjustments. This selector, you can press to the left or to the right to select which mirror you're adjusting. If your vehicle is equipped with the power folding side view mirrors, this button here with the little picture of a mirror is going to fold your mirrors in for you. Press it again to fold them back out. In your MINI Cooper SE Hardtop, you've got your two window controls here, and they are one touch automatic up and down. Integrated into your door handle is your door locks, unlock and lock. Moving down below on the left, you're going to find the headlight controls. Fully automatic mode all the way on the left, symbolized by the A. Straight up and down is off. Next position to the right is going to be your parking lamps, and all the way to the right is manual headlights fully on. Just to the left, there's a little round button that is going to turn on your bad weather lights. Bad weather lights provide the same function as fog lights, giving you some extra light down low on the road or for bad visibility conditions. On the left side of your steering column, if you are equipped with the heated steering wheel, you'll find the button here that you can press to activate the steering wheel heating. Moving directly in front of you, you're going to have your digital instrument cluster here. On the left, you're going to see a percent power gauge. Now this gauge is going to read from 0 through 100%, as well as at the bottom, a charging section. The idea with this gauge is it's going to show you in real time how much of the available power you're using. Now this isn't how much your battery is charged. You're going to find your battery charge indicator here on the right, where the fuel gauge would be in a gasoline powered car. But the percent power gauge is showing you how much of your available horsepower, so to speak, you're using. So as you press the throttle further, you're going to be using more of that available power. As you let off the throttle and the regenerative braking kicks in, you'll see the needle dip below here into the charging section, indicating that you are regenerating energy. You will find dead center, your speed displayed digitally. You'll also find time, temperature, and estimated range until you've run out of charge. The little white box actually gives you the speed limit of the road that you're currently driving on. And there'll be a variety of driving data here at the bottom. The left will always show you your odometer. You can toggle through the information at the bottom by pressing the BC button here at the end of the turn signal. Each time I press the button, the display will show me a different piece of information. The other button at the bottom of the turn signal is going to activate your automatic high beams, which will automatically dim them if there's an oncoming car detected. The buttons on the left side of the steering wheel are going to control the cruise control functions. The buttons on the right side of the steering wheel are going to be for entertainment functions. You'll have a volume control. Up and down arrows will take you through radio stations, in this case because we're listening to the radio. If we were playing music from our phone, we could jump between tracks as well. The phone button will allow us to answer or hang up a phone call. And the button above that is going to allow us to do voice commands with the car. There are 2 voice assistants that you can have in your Mini. A quick press of the button brings up the Mini voice assistant, and if your phone is paired, a long press of the button will bring up your phone's voice assistant, like Siri, for example. Here on the steering column is going to control your wipers. A single press down from the off position gives us a single wipe. The first position up is going to be automatic, and that is a rain sensing mode where the wipers will start and stop depending on if it's raining or not. The next position up is going to be a constant low speed wipe, and the final position up is a constant high speed wipe. Now this inner dial marked slow and fast is going to adjust the sensitivity of the automatic mode. On the very end of the wiper stalk, you will have the control for the rear wiper. Twisting that will allow you to turn it on, and twisting it further towards the little graphic of the window will spray and wash the rear window. To spray the front windshield, pull the whole stick towards you. Moving over to the center part of your car and working from top to bottom, we have our hazard or flashers. The button next to it with the green ring around the car is letting us know that our intelligent safety systems are active. Pressing the button allows us to select and activate or deactivate specific systems from this list. Press it once more for it to turn green and have everything active once again. In the middle, we have our touchscreen central display. You can operate it using the touchscreen or using the central controller found down in your center console. We're currently on the main menu of the central display, and we can see all of our various infotainment categories, like media and radio, communication, navigation if your Mini is equipped with the navigation system, My Mini, which will be all of your settings, anything you'd like to configure on your car, Mini Connected, providing a variety of assistance phone numbers for roadside assistance, customer support, and concierge services. Finally, notifications, a menu that will show you anything that the car wants to alert you of. Just below the display are a couple hard keys. Band mode. These will allow you to change between various audio sources. Arrow keys will allow you to switch between stations. Knob here in the center is going to be volume, as well as mute and unmute function. And at the very bottom, you'll see 1 through 6, and these 6 buttons are hotkeys that can be programmed to anything in the Mini operating system. In order to program one of them, in this case, I'll demonstrate storing a radio station. I'll highlight the radio station that I would like to store, press and hold on the button. You'll hear the chime, and you can see now button 1 is stored to this radio station. They can also be stored to phone numbers or addresses, or really any menu here in the operating system that you might be trying to find easily on a frequent basis. Moving down below the central display, you'll find the climate control. In this case, we have dual zone, so we can set a separate temperature for driver and passenger side. In the middle, we have fan speed. We have the automatic button currently illuminated. That means that the system automatically will decide which vents are best for the temperature we've set. If we want to control the vents manually, go ahead and just press the button with the person and we can toggle between a variety of configurations. Just below the 3 dials, you'll have all of your climate related functions. Starting over on the left, we have the driver's heated seat. We have the front defrost, the rear defrost, recirculated cabin air, air conditioning, max air conditioning, and the passenger heated seat. Moving down to the toggle switches, and starting on the left, we have a switch that's got a picture of a car and a couple triangles. This switch on your electric Mini allows you to change the regenerative braking setting. So by default, you're going to be in high regenerative braking. So the car is going to recover as much of the energy as possible when you're slowing down. But if you want to tone that back a little bit, pressing this switch will do so. You'll see in your instrument cluster it says low regenerative braking, and this will allow the car to coast a little more and act a little more like a traditional gasoline powered engine when you let off the throttle. Light also illuminates to let you know that you're in the low regenerative braking mode. Press it once more and you'll be back to high regenerative braking, which is the default. In the center, you've got the start-stop switch, turning the car on and off. To the right of that, you're going to have a switch that allows you to deactivate the traction control. And all the way to the right is going to be your driving mode selector. We are currently in the mid driving mode, which is normal and will be the default when you start the car. Pressing up will take us into sport. Pressing down takes us back to mid. Pressing down again brings us into green. And pressing down once more brings us to green plus, which is a unique driving mode for the MINI Cooper SE and will give you even more enhanced range on a single charge, and it will do so by reducing any load on the car that it can, including the climate control. So you can see the climate control has been mostly deactivated. The fan will still run to circulate some air, but you won't be able to do any heating or cooling in this mode. However, if it's a nice day out, you've got the windows open, it's a great mode to put the car in to save as much power and battery charge as you can. All the way down at the bottom, you'll find power ports. You'll find both USB and a 12-volt power port. Moving down to the center console, you're going to find your shifter. When shifting into a different gear, make sure you press the unlock button on the left side of the shifter as you move it backwards and forwards. To put the car in park, simply press the P button at the top. Below the shifter, on the left, you're going to have your electronic parking brake. Pull up on the switch to activate the parking brake. You can see the red light indicating that it's now activated. And press down on the switch to deactivate and release the brake. Here on the right, you can see the controller for your central display. You've got a variety of hard keys to the different categories, and the knob in the center will twist and click in order to navigate around the central display. Here you have your armrest, which has a storage cubby inside of it. The armrest can also be completely raised up and out of the way if you prefer. I hope this has been a helpful overview of your new MINI Cooper SE. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel for additional videos that dive deeper into many of the features found in your Mini. As always, please feel free to reach out to me with any specific questions that you may have. Once again, my name is Warren, and I am the product genius here at South Shore Mini. Take care.